Good morning, students. This is Shafi from Don Bosco PU College, Chitradurga. In our previous class, we solved 3 problems, right? And also we have discussed some note points, right? Based on that note points, we are going to solve the problems. Before that, you have to practice, you have to learn well that note points. If you don't know the note points, you find very difficult to solve the problems. Okay, you just go through with the note points. After that, you just come to these problems. Okay, here we have the problems. It is the first one. Here it is the fifth one. In our previous class, we solved 4 problems. Here it is the fifth one. Find the sum of the vectors. Sum of the vectors. Addition of the vectors. Okay, find the sum of the vectors. A vector, B vector, and C vector is given. We have to find sum of the vectors. We have to find sum of the vectors. A vector plus B vector plus C vector equals to A vector plus B vector plus C vector equals to. We know already that how to find the sum of the vectors. In the note point itself, I already told you. A vector plus B vector plus C vector, very simple. We just add I components and J components and K components. That's it. First, it is I plus next J components. J plus K. I cap, J cap, K cap. Next, you just add I components, J components and K components. See here. I minus here I component is 1, here I component is minus 2, here I component is 1, then 1, I component is 1, next in this B vector I component is minus 2, next in this C vector I component is 1, that is plus 1. Next, similarly J component. In this A vector we have J component is minus 2, see the sign, minus 2. Next, in this B vector, J component is 4, that's 4. Next, in this C vector, J component is minus 6. That's it. Similarly, K cap. Here, in this A vector, K component is 1, plus 1. Next, in this B vector, K component is 5, plus 5. Next, in this C vector, K component is minus 7. Minus 7, that's it. That is equals to 1 plus 1, 2. 2 minus 2 is 0. That is 0, I cap, 0, I cap plus next. Minus 6, minus 2, minus 6 is how much? Minus 8. Minus 8 plus 4 is minus 4. Minus 4j cap. Next. 1 plus minus 6, 6 minus 7 is minus 1, that is minus k cap. Hence it is the sum of the vectors. Hence it is the sum of the vectors. A vector plus B vector plus C vector equals to 0 I cap minus 4j cap minus k cap. Hence it is a problem. Next, let us move on to the sixth one. Find the direction, cosines and direction ratios of the following vectors. We have to find direction, cosines, direction ratios. Okay. In the sixth problem, we have to find direction, cosines, and direction ratios. 2 things we have to find. 2 things. First one, direction ratios. Second one, direction, cosines. In our previous class, already I told you that how to find the direction, cosines. If the angle is given. If the angle is given in the problem, then we have to find the direction cosines. We have one formula to find the direction cosines if the angle is given in the problem. That is cos alpha, cos beta, and cos gamma. Right? If the vector is given, see. If the vector is given, then the direction ratios are what? So the direction cosines are what? Direction cosines is what? X by magnitude of A, next y divided by magnitude of A, next z divided by magnitude of A. This x, y, z, that is scalar components or vector components, direction ratios, right here. Let us take the first one, A. First problem, A. The second problem is homework. This B problem we have, it is homework for you. Here we have the first question, A. Let us solve. Let us find direction cosines and direction ratios of the first problem, that is A vector. Now, x, y, z. Before that, you just find out magnitude of A vector. I already told you, and also we solved some problems to find magnitude of the vector. In our previous class, we already solved, right? We first of all find out magnitude of A vector. For direction cosines, we need magnitude of A. For direction cosines, we need magnitude of A vector. So that we just find out magnitude of A vector. We know that magnitude of A vector is the sum of the square root of its scalar components or vector component. Here we have I. Here we have I component is what? 1 square plus j component is what? 1 square plus next here we have k component is what? -2. That is -2 whole square. I component 1 square plus j component 1 square plus k component is what? -2 whole square. Then that is equals to 2 square is -2 whole square is 4 plus 4 plus 1 5 plus 1 6 root 6. Okay, root 6. Now direction ratios are what? I already told you in the previous class itself that direction ratios are scalar components. Okay, sorry. Yes, scalar components are rectangular components. Okay, you just see the components of I here. Component of I is what? Component of I is 1. Next, j component is what? 1. K component is what? -2. That's it. You no need to remember this formula. You just see the concept. You just understand this concept. You find very easy to get direction ratios and direction cosines. Okay. Direction ratios. I component is 1. J component is 1. K component is -2. That's it. Very simple. It is the direction ratios. And also you can find out in this vector also direction ratios. See the direction ratios 0 is the direction 0, -4, -1 is the direction ratio. Very simple. You can see any vector. See we have here C vector. We just identify the direction ratios in this C vector. I component 1, J component -6, K component -7. 1, -6, -7 are the direction ratios. By seeing the question itself, we can answer the direction ratios. Very simple thing it is. For direction cosines, we need magnitude. So that in the starting itself, I already find the magnitude of A vector. That is magnitude we want. Now direction cosines equals. See the direction cosines very simple. Here we have the direction ratio 1 divided by next 1 divided by next -2 divided by direction cosines in the denominator we have to put magnitude. Magnitude is what? root 6 and square root of 6. That's it. See once again direction ratio is 1 by -2 1 -2. In the denominator we have to write root 6, that is the magnitude. Square root of 6. Here it is the formula to identify direction ratios and direction cosines of the given vector. Okay, so hence it is the procedure to find direction ratios and direction cosines. Here we have the question B. It is the homework for you. You identify direction cosines and direction ratios of this vector. By seeing the question itself, we can answer the direction ratio. I component is what? 1. J component is what? 2. K component is what? 3. 1, 2, minus 3 are the direction ratios. That's it. For direction cosines, we need to find magnitude. Okay? You just find out the magnitude. You answer this. You just answer this question number B. Now, next let's move on to the seventh question. Seventh question here also. Find the direction cosines. Okay? We have to find the direction cosines. Direction cosines is what? X1 magnitude of A, Y1 magnitude of A, Z1 magnitude of A. Find the direction cosines of the vector joining 2 points. Vector joining 2 points. In the previous class, I already told you that vector joining 2 points. Vector joining 2 points, I told you the two things. First, x2 minus x1i plus y2 minus y1j plus z2 minus z1k. Right? Second thing also, I already told you that AB vector equals to OB vector minus OA vector along with its position vector. Right? In that two things, I will take only one thing, that is x2 minus x1i plus y2 minus y1j plus z2 minus z1k. Solution for A. Solution for the question number A. This one I am going to find, that is the question number A. I am going to find the vector joining 2 points. After that, direction cosines I am going to find. First, you just see. Here we have the point A, here we have the point B. Vector joining 2 points formula is what? Vector joining 2 points formula. First find out AB vector. First find out AB vector equals to AB vector joining 2 points I plus J plus K. I plus J plus K. Next. AB vector is what? B minus A. Terminal point minus initial point. Terminal point minus initial point. B minus A. B minus A. Now, x2 minus x1i. x2 minus x1i plus y2 minus y1j plus z2 minus z1k. This thing already I told you in the previous class. Okay? AB vector. Now, so it is x1, y1 and z1, and it is x2, y2 and z2. AB vector equals to x2 minus x1i. You just write I cap plus j cap plus k cap. Now, in the I component itself, first x2 minus x1, you just see minus 1, okay, b minus a, minus 1, okay, minus 1, next one, minus 2, minus 2, next one, k components. 1 minus of minus 3, 1 minus of minus 3, z2 minus z1, 1 minus of minus 3, 1 minus of minus 3. It is the vector joining 2 points. I hope you will understand this. Minus 1 is minus 2i. It is a vector AB. Minus 1 is minus 2i. Minus 2 is what? Minus 4j. Next, 1 minus of minus 3 plus 4k. Yes. We got the vector. We found the vector. We have to find direction cosines. For direction cosines, we need magnitude also. For direction cosines, we need magnitude also. So that find the magnitude. Find the magnitude of AB vector. Magnitude of AB vector equals to I component is what? Minus 2. That is minus 2 whole square. Plus next J component is what? Minus 4. Minus 4 whole square. Plus next K component is what? 4. That is 4 square. That is equals to, you just simplify it. How much we will get? 4 square is 16. Next 4 minus 2 square is 4. plus minus 4 whole square is 4, so it's 16 plus 16. That is equal to square root of 16 plus 16 is 32 plus 4 is 36. 36 square root of 36 is 6. Okay, the magnitude of AB vector is 6. Now direction cosines. We have to find the direction cosines. We just find out first of all direction ratios. Direction ratios are what? Direction ratios are what? Direction ratios of AB vector. I component minus 2, J component minus 4, K component plus 4. It is the direction ratios. We have to find direction cosines. Direction cosines equals to, how to find direction cosines? Direction ratio minus 2 divided by minus 4 divided by plus 4 divided by. Okay, direction ratios minus 2 minus 4 minus 4 4. Direction cosines in the denominator we have to write magnitude. That is, we have the magnitude 6 and 6. Hence these are the direction cosines. You want to cancel this, you can cancel. I don't have space for that to write. The next step you write minus 2 by 6 is minus 1 by 3, minus 4 by 6 is minus 2 by 3, next 4 by 6 is 2 by 3. Okay, hence it is the direction ratios and direction cosines of the vector. Okay, here we have the second question. Here we have the second question, that is the question number B. It is the homework for you. You do this. B we have, it is homework for you. Here the vector, here the point P is given and the point Q is given. You just find out PQ vector. PQ vector is what? Q minus P. Okay, after that we will get the vector like this. After that find out magnitude. After that you just write direction ratios. After that you just write direction cosines. Okay, I hope you understand this. Now let us move on to the next question. Finding direction ratios and direction cosines are important for your point of examination and also for your point of CET. For your point of CET and for your point of examination also, finding direction ratios and direction cosines are important. Okay, you just see. For direction and cosines, you have to remember two things. For direction cosines, you have to remember two things. See, first thing is what? If the angle is given in the problem, then how to find the direction cosines? For that we have a formula: cos alpha, cos beta, cos gamma. Okay, if the angle is given in the problem, then the direction ratios are cos alpha, cos beta, cos gamma. Second thing we already discussed in these problems. If the vector is given, we have to find the direction cosines. It is the procedure. Okay, you just remember this. Next, eighth question. Show that the vector I cap plus j cap plus k cap is equally inclined to the axis OX, OY and OZ position vectors. It is important for your point of examination. Kindly mark it as important. Okay, you just say show that I cap plus j cap plus k cap, that is the vector, is equally inclined to the axis. is equally inclined. Here we have three dimensional space x, y and z. X, y and z. It is origin. What we have to do? This vector is equally inclined to the axis. This vector is equally inclined to the axis. Okay. You see the concept? We just see the concept. Equally inclined. Equally inclined is nothing but we have to prove that direction cosines are equal. Direction cosines of this vector is equal. The direction cosines of this vector are equal. Okay, that means we have to prove that cos alpha, cos beta, cos gamma are equal. Like that we have to prove. Solution. We have one vector. Let us consider that vector is a vector. This a vector is not mentioned in the problem. If the vector is given like this, I will take it as a vector. Okay. A vector equals to I cap plus j cap plus k cap. I cap plus j cap plus k cap. Now find out the magnitude. For to prove equally inclined, we have to find direction cosines. The direction cosines are equal, then we can say that the vector is equally inclined to the axis. If the direction cosines are not equal, then the vector is not equally inclined to the axis. Okay, that means here I am going to prove the three vectors. The direction cosines are equal. Okay, direction cosines are equal. We know the direction cosines. How to find the direction cosines? Before that, we have to find the magnitude of a vector. After the direction cosine. Magnitude of a vector. Square root of I component is 1 square plus j component is 1 square plus k component is 1 square. That is equals to 3. Now direction cosines. Direction cosines are what? If you get confused, you can find the direction ratios here itself. Direction ratios are not necessary for this. Direction cosines only we want. Direction ratios. I component is what? 1. J component is what? 1. K component is what? Direction ratios 1 divided by 1 divided by 1 divided by. In the denominator, we have to write magnitude. Square root of 3, square root of 3, square root of 3. Okay, direction cosines. We know the direction cosines. That is cos alpha, cos beta, cos gamma is cos alpha, cos beta, cos gamma. Therefore, cos alpha equals to cos beta equals to cos gamma equals to what? Direction cosines 1 by root 3. Angle will be cos inverse of 1 by root 3. Angle will be cos inverse of 1 by root 3. Therefore, alpha equals to beta equals to gamma. Hence, the direction cosines are equal and also the angle is also equal. Therefore, the given vector a vector is equally inclined to the axis. Hence, it is the solution. Okay. Next problem. Find the unit vector. Next problem is based on finding unit vector. In the starting of this class, I told you that in the unit vector itself, okay, first we just write down the problem, then we will discuss. 91. Find the unit vector. Find the unit vector Find the unit vector in the direction of the vector. In the direction of the following vectors. First one A. First question A. A vector equals to 2 I cap plus 3 j cap plus k cap. Next one B. Second question B. A vector equals to I plus I cap plus j cap plus 2k. Finding unit vector is important for 2 marks questions. For 2 marks, very important one, which is finding unit vector. Okay, just I will explain the first one. Next, second question B is homework. First, let us find unit vector in the direction of the A vector. That is the first question. In the starting of this vectors, I told you the unit vector itself. There, I told you one thing. Unit vector along the vector A is what? A cap. This one you have to remember and you have to practice this. A cap equals to A vector divided by magnitude of A vector. A cap equals to A vector divided by magnitude of A vector. It is like the formula to find the unit vector. This one you have to remember. Okay. Now you just see we have A vector. Next, what we want? Magnitude of A vector. Find out magnitude of A vector. Magnitude of A vector is what? First question I am solving. Okay. Magnitude of A vector. I component is what? 2 square plus j component is what? 3 square plus k component is what? 1 square. That is equals to how much it is? 2 square is 4. Next, 3 square is 9. 4 plus 9 is 30. 30 plus 1 is 40. Okay, square root of 40. It is the magnitude of A. Next, unit vector A cap. First, write down the formula. Unit vector along A vector is A cap equals to this formula I am writing. A vector divided by magnitude of A vector. Okay. Now A cap equals to A vector. A vector is nothing but the given vector. A vector is nothing but the given vector. The given vector is what? 2I plus 3j plus k divided by magnitude of A. Magnitude of A is what? Square root of 40. Hence, it is the unit vector along the vector A. Okay, along the vector A. Next one. A cap equals to here we have 2I 3j for k. In the denominator we have 1 square root of 14, right? I will split this like 2 by square root of 14I plus next 3 divided by square root of 14j plus k component we have only 1 divided by square root of 14k. Hence it is the unit vector along the direction of A vector. It is the procedure to find the unit vector. I hope you will understand. Once again, first we have to find magnitude of A. We know how to find magnitude of A. Magnitude of A regards square root of 14. It is the formula to find. It is like the formula to find unit vector along the given vector. You just substitute in the vector A itself the given vector 2I plus 3j plus k. In the denominator, you just write square root of 14. Next, one more thing for your clarification, for your verification. For your clarification, for your verification, we found some unit vector, right? How to know our answer is right or wrong? How we came to know answer we got that is right or wrong? I told you that in the unit vector itself, unit vector, how we will define unit vector? The magnitude of the vector is 1. The magnitude of that vector is 1. Then you can say that that vector is a unit vector, right? You just verify yourself, find out the magnitude of this a cap. Find out the magnitude of this a cap. If that is equals to 1, then our answer is correct. If it is not equals to 1, that is the magnitude of a cap is not equals to 1, then we did some mistake in the problem. Okay? The magnitude of a vector must be equals to 1, right? Next, here we have the second one. Second question we have, it is the problem homework. It is the problem homework. Next, one more question. 10th question. It is also based on unit vector. It is also based on unit vector. Find the unit vector in the direction of. Find the unit vector. Find the unit vector in the direction of. In the direction of sum of the following vectors. Sum of the following vectors. Sum of the following vectors. First one, a vector equals to 2I plus 2j minus 5k. Next, b vector equals to 2I plus j plus 3k. Next, second one, a vector equals to 2I minus j plus 2k. Next, b vector minus I plus j minus k. Here also we have to find the unit vector. Unit vector is what? A cap equals to a vector by magnitude of a vector. Solution. First question solution. You just observe the question. Find the unit vector. We have to find the unit vector. This is the procedure to find the unit vector. Okay? We have to find the unit vector in the direction of sum of the following vectors. In the direction of sum of the following vectors. Sum is what? Addition. We have to add the given vectors a vector plus b vector. We have to add. After that, we will get one vector. For that vector, we have to find unit vector. You just add sum of the vectors, right? In the direction of sum of the vectors. First, add these two vectors. A vector plus b vector equals to, first question I am doing, a vector plus b vector equals to 2 plus 2I plus 2, that is 4I. Next, plus 2j plus j, that is 3j, minus 5k plus 3k, minus 2k. Okay, minus 2k. Here we have one vector. This a vector plus b vector, I will take it as c vector. Let c vector equals to, I will define this a vector plus b vector as c vector. I will define a vector plus b vector as c vector. Don't be confused. Okay. Now, how to find a unit vector? First of all, first step we have to find magnitude of a vector. That is magnitude of that given vector we have to find. First, find out magnitude of c vector equals to square root of I component square is 4 square plus j component is what? 3 square plus k component is what? Minus 2 whole square. That is equals to square root of 4 square is what? 16. Next 2 square is what? Minus 2 whole square 4, 20. So 3 square 9, that is 29. If you simplify this, we will get the result, that is square root of 29. Okay. Now unit vector we have to find. Unit vector along C vector, because I am here I am taking C vector. In the starting of this problem, I defined this vector as a C vector, so that I am taking C vector. Unit vector along the vector C vector is C cap equals to C vector divided by magnitude of C vector. If you get confused for taking the C vector, you can write A vector plus B vector. Okay. Now C cap equals to C vector by magnitude of C vector. C cap equals to C vector is what? C vector 4i cap plus 3j cap minus 2k cap divided by magnitude of C vector. Magnitude of C is how much? Square root of 29. Square root of 29. Next, C cap equals to 4 divided by, in the denominator we have square root of 29. I am splitting this one, 4 by square root of 29 I cap plus 3 divided by square root of 29 j cap minus 2 divided by square root of 29 k cap. Hence it is the unit vector. How to verify the answer will be right or wrong? I told you that you just find out the magnitude of C cap, that should be equals to 1. If it is not equals to 1, we did some mistake in the problem. That must be equals to 1. Magnitude, if you find out magnitude of C cap, that should be equals to 1. Okay. Next we have the question B. It is the question homework for you. B question is homework for you, very similar to the question number A. Next question, find the unit vector. Find the unit vector. It is the question number 11. Find the unit vector in the direction of PQ vector. It is the question number 11. Find the unit vector in the direction of PQ vector, where P and Q are the points. Where P and Q are the points. 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6. Here we have to find unit vector. In the direction of PQ vector. PQ vector is what? The points are given. That means vector joining 2 points. Solution. Let the point P is given 1, 2, 3. Next one. The point Q is given 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6. First find out PQ vector. We know how to find the PQ vector. Vector joining 2 points. That is equals to I cap plus j cap plus k cap. Okay. PQ vector Q minus P. Another point minus initial point Q minus P. 4 minus 1. 4 minus 1. See. 4 minus 1. Next one. 5 minus 2. 5 minus 2. 5 minus 2. Next one. 6 minus 3. 6 minus 3. 6 minus 3. Okay. Once again. 4 minus 1. 5 minus 2. 6 minus 3. That's it. That is equals to 4 minus 1 is 3i. Next plus 5 minus 2 is 3j plus 6 minus 3 is 3k. So it is a vector PQ vector. For this PQ vector, we have to find unit vector. For this PQ vector, we have to find unit vector. Okay. It is a procedure to find unit vector. Here we have PQ vector. If you will get confused, you can take this PQ vector as A vector. Let A vector equals to. Okay, let A vector equals to. Or you can write as this PQ vector. I will take it as A vector. For unit vector, we need magnitude. For unit vector, we need magnitude. Find out magnitude of A vector equals to square root of I component is what? 3 square plus 3 square plus 3 square. How much? How much? 3 square is 9 plus 9 plus 9 18 27 square root of 27. Now find out unit vector. Unit vector along A vector is what? A cap equals to A vector divided by magnitude of A vector. A cap equals to A vector. A vector is what? PQ vector. 3I plus 3j plus 3k divided by square root of 27. Next, in the denominator we have square root of 27. I will split this. A cap equals to 3 by square root of 27i plus 3 by square root of 27j plus 3 by square root of 27k. Hence, it is a unit vector along the direction of PQ vector. Okay, belongs to this one concept we have. Remaining one problem we have. Let us solve here itself. Next one. 12th problem. Last problem in this class. 12th question. Find a vector in the direction of. Find a vector in the direction of. A vector equals to I minus 2j. This problem is also important for 2 marks. Can you mark it? That has magnitude 7 units. That has magnitude 7 units. It is also very simple. Find a vector in the direction of A vector that has magnitude 7 units. This I will explain in the last one. First, find out unit vector for this. Solution. Let given vector is A vector equals to I cap minus 2j cap. First find out a unit vector. You know already that finding unit vector. For unit vector, we need magnitude of A vector equals to square root of I component is what? 1 square plus j component is what? Minus 2 whole square equals to square root of 4 plus 1 is 5 square root of 5. Next, unit vector along the vector A. Is A cap equals to A vector divided by magnitude of A vector. A cap equals to A vector is I cap minus 2j cap divided by magnitude of A is square root of 5. I will split this. A cap equals to I component is 1 by square root of 5i minus 2 by square root of 5j. K component we don't have, we just keep it as it is, or if you want to write, you can write it as 0 k. It is a unit vector. But what we have to find? Find a vector in the direction of A vector that has magnitude 7 units. That means we have to multiply this unit vector with 7 times of unit vector required vector. 7 units we have. 7 times of unit vector. 7 times of unit vector is the required vector. Therefore, required vector is 7 area. 7 area. For this unit vector, you just multiply with 7 because we have to find a vector that has magnitude 7 units. Okay, 7 times of unit vector equals to 7 into 1 by root 5 I cap minus 2 by root 5 j cap. Hence, it is the required vector. In the next step, if you want to write, you can write by multiplying this 7 to this term inside the brackets. 7 by root 5 minus 2 by 7 into 2 is 14. 14 by root 5 j. Okay. Hence, it is the procedure to find unit vector. The problems related to unit vectors are most important for the point of examination as well as for your CET purpose also. Kindly do not neglect these problems. You just practice at your home. Based on this, I will give one homework. 13th question. Same as it is, same problem. Vector will be different. Same question. That is 12th question. Same question of 12. Vector will be different. A vector equals to 5i minus j plus 2k 8 magnitudes. It is also important for 2 marks question. Whatever the problems we solve belongs to unit vector, that problems are important. Okay, kindly do not neglect this. For this question, for this 13th question, first find out unit vector. For this A vector, just find out unit vector. After that, finally we get a unit vector. After that, the final step, multiply 8 with that unit vector. 8 into a cap. That's it. Then we will get the required vector. Okay, dear students, we have discussed the problems, very important problems in this class. Kindly do not neglect this. We just practice at your home, and also I given 3-4 problems homework for you. Kindly do not neglect this. We just practice at your home properly, and also these questions are important for your point of examination. In the next class, we will discuss some other problems. It is the class for today. We will continue in the next class. Okay, dear students, thank you.